What's up, DFS Jerusalem here. Let's go ahead and jump into today's Core 4 for NBA. First guy we're going to be talking about is at the point guard position. I really want to get exposure to Colin Sexton. He's at 5.5 on FanDuel. You look at the last couple of games before the Toronto game, pretty good. You expect him to not be awesome against that Toronto perimeter defense, but Brooklyn Nets, one of the hugest pace-up teams in the league. Sexton is going to have the green light. I like him in this spot. At shooting guard, we're going to be attacking another game that I think the total was going to be fairly decent in. It is Tim Hardaway Jr. He's priced at 7.3 on FanDuel, and I really like Tim Hardaway Jr. today. We've seen him score consistently over the last couple. Even a tough matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks, he had a good game. He's somebody that I like. Now, as we talk about small forwards, this is probably the deepest position on today's slate, and it's kind of tough to narrow it down. I think I'm going to pay down here and look at a guy like Taurean Prince. He's only 5.6 on FanDuel. Have had a solid a few games in a row. Big pace game. This is the fastest playing team in the league. Actually, the Atlanta Hawks, they are. So love him here. And of course, my number one guy, my big dog, my late night hammer is going to be Anthony Davis. He's 12.7, almost 13K on FanDuel, but I do think with the blocks and steals upside that he does have, he should be fine here. Now, that's my core four, but I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple of centers that I do like today. Because this is a position you got to get right on FanDuel. Either you got to get it right paying down or paying up. Now, Tristan Thompson, we always know just play whoever the center is against the Brooklyn Nets. So that I think Thompson is going to be very popular. Also, Steven Adams in a very solid matchup against Drummond, where we have seen centers have success against him. I think that's a good one. Now, Jokic is a little bit more of a stretch. You don't know exactly what you're going to get from him in terms of minutes too, but I kind of like him. And of course, Cat is going to be in play today in his matchup. I kind of like what he can do and what he's done over the last few games. Now, if we're talking about paying down, we look at Golden State, where a lot of that value could come. And, you know, Kevon Looney at 3.8 is a relatively cheaper option that you could definitely use. We just got word that he's going to be starting in place of Damian Jones. So that's going to help not only him, but it might help a couple other bench guys from Golden State. Now, at shooting guard, Trier at 3.9, or Trier, whatever his name is, at 3.9, definitely a solid option today. I like him more than Moutier, bro. That's just how this happens. And everybody was just on him, and he crapped the bed. And if you look at the price for Moutier, it's 5.9. Excuse me, it's 5K. 5K on FanDuel. Moutier can go out there and play bad. He's not like this awesome player. He can go out there and play bad. And I think no matter what happens, Trier is going to get some minutes and be a better point per minute guy. So I will have some exposure to Trier. I will have minimal exposure to Moutier. I like Trier more for the cheap. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how will we fill out this lineup. I'm going to give you an example of a way I would fill out this lineup with my core four plays. Trae Young at the crib against Steph Curry defense, which is really not that great. I think he could be a guy that has the green light to shoot, especially against Steph Curry. He's probably going to want a jack. Then Wiggins was somebody I was thinking about in his matchup against the Houston Rockets. We know that they lack perimeter, that slasher defense. They don't have a guy that's going to defend that area. So he could be a guy that you may want to take a look at. But Trier does fit right there in that spot. Then with Taurean Prince at the small forward position, well, let's change up. Let's go and take a look at that price on Jerebko here, because he's 3.8 at the power forward spot to kind of pair him with Anthony Davis. I'm trying to win each position is what I'm doing here. Then you have Gallinari, who you can fill up at 7.3. I like this lineup. This is a good one. All right, so here we go. We out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to be a part of the sweatshop, man, hit me up. Much love to all of y'all. Let's have a good night. Peace. I am out.